Welcome in once again to the Yugioh Fresh Off the Press community, where we analyze the current pulse, trends, and forecast of the Yu-Gi-Oh markets. We're here to feed the endless eternal Yu-Gi-Oh cardboard market watch addiction, guys. You guys already know. Welcome in. The channel continues to grow. We're on our way to 3K. Man, I can smell it. Don't forget, Ultimate Rare giveaway at 3K. Stay tuned for that. 3 winners. We believe in the power of 3, guys. So that's just around the corner. And then our weekly giveaway is right here. These 3 cards, as we discussed in our last market watch. Stay tuned so you can know in what video you need to comment. Coming soon, guys. All you have to do is just destroy that like button because it helps the channel, and the subscribe button so you guys can participate in our giveaways, and stay tuned to our fresh off the press information and videos, guys. Wait, let me click this right here. What is going on, Jay? Look, right here, boom. Let me move myself right here next to this dude. Let's hear what this dude has to say. Relevant, and it's crazy. Man, most people already, like, this thing just came out. It's a card, guys. Right here, right here. Let's start with Cashier Fenrir. This is a card, guys. If you need this card, don't wait around. Don't sit around. Most people are playing 3 of these in most decks, literally. Just like a mini engine, just a card in itself. It's a problem. This is a free special. You can search for itself, you know, so you have follow-up in the next turn if you need to. And it's a free monster negate in essence. I'm sorry, not monster negate, but you banish. You know, after a monster effect activates, you banish face-up card. That's broken in Yu-Gi-Oh! That's why the V-shaped recovery off 8 billies, and it went to 15s. And now you see it retracing back down to the mean, but you see the spike here. Seems that this is going to be the new local low now, around 1350s. Look, it's spiking up. I'm expecting us to revisit 15 soon, currently at 14 billies. Once we breach the previous peak here of all-time high of 15s, it's 20 billies for this card, honestly. So 14s right now is cheap. Yes, there's plenty of ones in China. The supply is there. The demand is going to go crazy because people are using this card in most meta decks. Just a 3-of, just a playset. People are running it. It's just too good. This card is a problem, you know, in itself. It can take care of many rogue decks and things of that nature, and it's a part of the meta. So no need to wait around. You know, oh, Fenrir, it got reprinted. It's not that hard to get. Yada yada yada. Personally, I'm trying to get the OTs. You know, I got 1. I need 2 more. And then the OGs still around what? Still around like 15, 16s. I wouldn't be surprised if this goes up to 20s to 25s in the near future. And then the OTs, I need 2 more. Hopefully it stays around 37 to 40s right there, man, so I can pick up my copies, because then eventually it's a $44 to $45 card. This card looks beautiful and everyone needs it. You know what I mean? Then we have this, guys. Let me put myself in this corner right here, boom, right there. Jay, stay in the corner, Jay, man, right there. Guys, I love doing fresh off the flashbacks. I always have fun with them. Why? Because that was our last 2K video right here 4 days ago. That was 4 days ago. Oh man, I'm always preaching to you guys. Yes, the card, it's not like the card has exploded. It's 2x. It's already a $30 per smash. It's none of that. But it's already spiked up a bit. Guys, let's take a look. Look, last time we talked about the Ultimate Rare was 37s. Thankfully, I picked mine up at 40s, a second copy. Still missing 1, but we'll see what happens. Then we have the Prismatics and the OG Ultras. Guys, 37 bills. You just saw it in the vid 4 days ago. 4 days ago, and YCS Bolivia came and went. People were like, oh, that's a YCS down in Central America. No one really cares about that, Jay. Yada, yada. Guys, YCSs are big Yu-Gi-Oh events. They impact market prices. Everyone needs this card. Look, we were talking about this card right here at the pivot low. Guys, we said, this is it. I'm not even going to repeat myself. You saw it in the video. The evidence is clear, is there. And look, it's a 50 Billy card, 10 listings only, 10. Almost single digit, guys. Look at that, 1 page only. Look at this card. You have a playset here, a couple of copies, yada yada. Then it's triple digits. Guys, this card is getting cleaned out. Bought out, only 1 page, almost single digit listings. Look at the demand coming in for this card. Extremely hard to get. YCS Bolivia came, as I said, most meta decks running 3 of these. Every deck is running 3 Fenrirs. There's only 3 prints of the card. Yes, it got a prismatic in the tins, and it was single digits. Then the Banlist came, it didn't hit it. It doubled up in price. And then we talked about the retracement right here. We talked about this retracement. You saw it on the video just 4 days. Listen to the charts, guys. You gotta listen to the chart. Where else do you get this type of market watch? Data based, charts based, evidence based. Yes, Jay, you have an opinion, but you also show us the charts. My opinion is based on the facts. Guys, I showed you the fresh off the flashback. I said, this looks like a pivot low. You can see the double bottom right here. And then we were talking about this spike, this small spike right here. We said, guys, if we pump above the all-time high of 15 billies, it's gonna go parabolic, just like the channel. It's all about chart analysis, guys. If you pierce an all-time high, that's price discovery. What happens in price discovery? Parabolic. The demand is too great. People rush in and they're excited. They're like, man, I mean, FOMO comes in. They're like, yo, I can't miss out. The card just breached 15s and then it's gonna be 20s, 25, and then guys, yes, the card went, when we were talking about it last time, it was like 1350s. Right now, a copy is 18s. Look, 13 listings only. Almost single digit listings for this card. Yes, but Jay, there's massive walls of China. The card is still not 20 billies. I still have time. That's good for you then. That's good. But the card is already up essentially 5 shekels in the last 4 days. Then you need to pay an extra, you need to shed out an extra 15 billies just to get a place of this card now. Hopefully y'all listen. Look at it. All-time highs once again. Now, I mean, again, now, because it was at all-time highs here when it was 15s. Now we're at 18s, and this is gonna be, $20. Like we said, 20 to 25s. You can see it here. The bottom of the page, only 2 pages left. 13 listings, guys. The demand is rushing in. Look at all these sales in Halloween. Oh my God, who bought 90 copies at $18? Yo, what is going on? That's a perfect example. Excuse me, guys. If this person would have bought the same 90 copies, yo, I need to calculate that, man. Man, there's the value of the information that I provide, guys. Look, we do this. We do 90 times 5. Yo, this person would have saved $450. I mean, I guess this person don't really have an issue with money. Buying 90 vendors. Maybe it was a business. Could have been. But whoever it was just paid an extra 450 plus an extra $500 4 days ago. If they would have made the same purchase 4 days ago, just 4, they would have saved $500. That's the value of the information that we provide here at the Fresh Off the Press community, guys. And the card is not done. Hopefully, most people have their Fenriers one way or another, but if you don't miss out on the train, before it heads out. You don't want to be paying over 20 billies for this card, or even at 25s down here for a premium when this card was 13 billies and we were endlessly talking about it. Then you have the OGs here. Let me see. Where's the OG? Real quick, let me just see. I thought this was the OG print. But yeah, just to finish off on the OTs, crazy. Already up 13 billies a pop. Thankfully, I got both of mine at 40s. Not 37s, not 50s, 40s. And now I just need to trade for one more. I don't mind trading just for one. Even if it's already up in price, but buying with my hard-earned money is hard to pay those extra 10, 15 billies, you know what I mean? Yeah, hopefully you guys listen. And then we have the OGs here. Let's see. You still have a couple of deals at the 1550s, but honestly, it quickly goes to 18s towards the bottom of the page. 3 pages, only 23 listings, so people are going for the prismatics, mid-max rarity, before going to this first at OG, but it's really the lowest print. The least rarity, the ultra rares. But yeah, this is it, man. If you need a Fenrir and you don't mind the rarity, whatever, you just want access to the card, there's just a couple of deals before the card is 18 billies, 18s. And this card, a Banlist is coming probably either late this year or early next year. No one's worried about the Banlist right now. People just want access to this broken card, so don't sleep anymore on it. Guys, YCS Santa Cruz de la Sierra. Oh man, Bolivia. Here's don't take this. I don't know what this is. There's 17 unknowns, so I mean the pie chart is not complete. But what we can see in the part that is complete per se is a lot of variety, guys. A lot of variety here, as you can see. A lot of mixed decks. As we can see, a Mechanical Vanadium, a couple of Tearlaments and Chain Rescue, a Sword Soul. Man, topping in YCS Bolivia, Purely's Horus. All right, I like that. Sprite, obviously, and Labyrinth. So let's dig into some of these decks that made it here. Mechanical won it all. That's crazy. Mechanicals. That's insane. $800 for the deck. man. Then you have Vanadium's tier limits with the top 4 to round out the top 4. In the top 8, you have Rescue Ace and Unchained and Sword Soul right there. And then, yeah, you have Purely's in the top 16. And in the top 32s, you have Horus. And then you have Sprite as well and Labyrinth. So, yeah, let me just check this Horus real quick. Let me see. Okay, so it was Resonator, Bestial, Horus. So it's pretty cool. You see, people are using this engine and mixing it up with other engines. Look at Bestial Saranir. We were talking about this card and no one's paying attention to it in our previous 25th rarity. I'm sorry, 25th tins a market watch. We said don't forget about Saranir. And yeah, let me just see real quick. Let me just look at Saranir, see if let me see right here. Hey, where did you go? There we go, guys. So yeah, I told you, pick this up. This one's cheap for the super rare, but the prismatics, as you can see, still consolidating sideways. I told you guys, I wouldn't be surprised if this is 5 Billy sooner rather than later. Look, you got a deal right there at 3s. The card eventually pushes 5s, so make sure that you keep it in mind. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Make sure you guys, don't sleep on Horus. This is just the beginning. That's why I've been telling you guys, like I did in the last market watch, to get your Duamatefs. Then we have here Mechanical. So they actually won YCS Bolivia. Yes, this is YCS, is not in the States, yeah, but you can't downplay it. There's a lot of competitive players around the world, and even some people from here, from the States, they travel. Like when I went to Cancun, things of that nature, they travel. Some pros even go to these places and play in those top tier Yu-Gi-Oh events. So hey, we can't sleep on Mechanicals. Here we see Mechanicals have CRs. There's a QCSR right here, and you know, a couple of these cards that came in Amazing Defenders. Amazing Defenders continues to give on value, and most people, you know, just underrate these cards. They're the Pureleys and Rescue Ace. Don't forget about Mechanical. I think Amazing Defenders is a set that is going to, a side set that is going to age very well. You rarely see 2 to 3 decks that come in side sets taking over the meta. That's pretty unique. So you have Ohime, the Manifest, and Mechanical. This card continues to hover here near its previous all-time highs in the last 3 months, actually. Excuse me, guys. Here we see 16, 17 shekels, but it quickly goes to 19s and beyond. 5 pages, only 43 listings, people coming in, getting some of these copies. If you want to play Mechanical, there's no need to wait. In the sense, we don't know when these are getting reprints, and these cards are extremely hard to get. And then you also have Mechanical Water, Arabesque or Arabesque. Man, they had an all-time high of 15 bills, retraced down to 1150s. Now you see the second spike on its way, you know, and after the results in YCS Bolivia, look, 14 bills. Quickly goes up to what? That's what, 17s, 2 pages only, 11 listings only, guys. Wow, this card is getting cleaned out of the markets. Look, deck topped, people already reacting to it. Insanity in the markets with Mechanical. So don't forget, don't keep it, you know, keep that in mind. And we just talked about these commons in our previous market watch. I think it was, right? I know I talked about this, you know, why? Because it's just too good. We talked about these common cards. Let me see right here. Yes, we went over the Age of Overlord penny stonks in our previous market watch. We're like, guys, make sure you pick these cards up. Don't be paying over quarters for this card when it's so cheap. Then we have Vanadiums, also topping, you know, YCS Bolivia. You know, this deck, it's getting results. And look, you see the triple Fenriers. Just like we've been saying, in most decks, you see triple Fenriers, as you can see right there. And then, you know, we're going to discuss a couple of these cards, but this deck continues to compete and continues to provide results. So don't forget, they run the Scareclaw engine. You know, this card has pumped up from the tins that we talked about in the tins market watch that we made a couple of days ago, because no one's thinking about the tins now. Everyone's like 25th anniversary, the rarity collection, that's all we care about. That's fine. I mean, the latest and greatest, I get it, but that doesn't mean that we necessarily forget about the possible value that you can find in previous products that just came out the other day. So this card continues to hover around the billion and some change. It doesn't want to go back down to a billy. So yeah, you see a couple of wands of China at a Billy 50. I wouldn't be surprised if this card is eventually 2 billies. 4 pages only, 34 listings. People want to have that shiny bling, the max rarity version of this card. And yeah, you can see all the sales here. People coming in, they want to play this deck right here, and the price is reflected on that. Then you have a Scareclaw Reichheart. This one is still just hovering near the all-time lows, and that's good. You have massive, ginormous walls of China, so this one as an investment, but if you need it, I would just pick it up. I would get it, put it in my deck, and I'll definitely be happy to have a card like that. Shiny, prismatic, secret rare in my deck for me to play. Then we have Scareclaw Tryhard, same deal. This card is broken, but this one is freemium. Massive Walls of China as well. At quarter marks, no excuse for you to not have the copies if you decide to play this deck. And then we have this one. I thought I had it here. Let me just pull it up. Samsara. It's, yeah, reshape recovering to 12-13s, retracing back down to single digits right now. So again, if you want this card, if you want to play that deck, maybe now is the time to make the considerations to at least get exposure to the cards that you need, because there's a difference between cards that you need and cards that you want as an investment. You know what I mean? If you need them to play, sometimes you'll pay a little bit of a premium, extra shekels, just to get the cards in your hands. It happens sometimes, but if it's as an investment, then that doesn't necessarily mean that now might be the best time. So it's all about analyzing the data and just the needs. Everyone has different needs. Everyone has that itch. Some people have it, larger than others, so they make the necessary moves to come into the markets. And look, you can see the discrepancy I'm talking about. There's people that are willing to pay almost 13 billies, but then there's patient people that are willing to pay just 8 for the same card. So that's a 3 to 4 billion discrepancy that you can use to buy an additional card if you're this person down here, or this person, maybe they don't care. They're like, yes, I'm paying 4 extra billies. I just want the card. I don't care about price. So it all depends on everyone's, different needs. So listen in. Then we have Peaceful Planet Galarium. I like this card, especially at these all-time lows. Card used to be worth in excess of 40 bills. And here we have a single print from Cyberstorm Axis. It's a field spell. Excuse me, obviously, as we can see, but the keyword here is Manadiums. Manadiums. You got tomatoes. You guys get the gist of it. I say Manadium. So as we can see, that's the keyword here. Future support coming out in AGOV. So I expect this card to go from 20s back up to the previous all-time highs. And look, it's already starting. Chillin' McMillan at 25 bills. You have multiple play sets here. Honestly, 75s might turn out to be good for the future price of this card until it gets a reprint. Maybe next year in the 10s, who knows? So, man, I think this card is cheap for what it could be. I wouldn't be surprised to see this card at Yeah, so then, guys, the whole point is we have Peaceful Planet Galarium. Man, double fresh off the flashbacks here. Look at this chart. We were talking about this card. There was one listing at 23. The other ones were at 24, 25s. So we were talking about this card essentially right here on the chart. Then it peaked a little bit, 26s, retraced back down to the mean. Boom. Now we have that next leg up on the chart, heading towards 30 billies and beyond. We told you guys, look, it's a 30 billy card. So that same playset that you could have got for 75s, now you need to pay 90s and beyond, essentially. Almost triple digits to get a playset of this card, and towards 35 billies in the bottom of the page. 3 pages only, 25 listings. As we showed you guys, look, we told you Manadiums were going to be a part of the meta, and here they are. And now you see price appreciation in cards like these. You see the chart. The demand is coming in. People see results. They want to play these decks in YCS India and YCS Bolivia. And then next week, this upcoming week in YCS Richmond. If this deck continues to perform, we said we expect this card to revisit the all-time highs at 40 bills. Honestly, I believe this is the start of our trajectory towards that price that we said. And you can see it here, guys. It's just, when you analyze the charts, it's too easy, man. Look at it. Yeah, you have a 10 wall here and there, but then it's a 35 billy card on his way to 40s. Guys, the game just comes too easy sometimes. Then we have Manadium Ryanheart. Same deal. We've been talking about this card. Spiked up to 10s the other day, into the double-digit range. Now had a strong retracement back down to the mean. You even have a couple of deals right here at around the 732s. Then it's 8 real quick. And then towards the bottom of the page, back to double digits once again. 4 pages only, 34 listings. Guys, we've been talking about this card forever. And I have like 5 of these. I'm just waiting for that 15 billion mark to unload these into the markets. Who knows? We might get it, we might not, but I'm waiting for that next 100% move, that double up on this card's price before we move on, from this investment. Why? Because again, the evidence is there. People are, I had it here, this card, but people have been using this deck to get results in multiple YCSs now, guys. It's not a fluke. So when you see cards like these performing, sometimes it takes a couple of YCSs for people to be like, damn, okay, this deck is here to stay. And then that's when the demand comes in, and we'll be able to supply the market to those people that want my 5 copies at that doubled up price, man. Look, people already paying it right here. Look at it. 14, 15 billies, man. Yo, look, man, these markets, look, people in the same day. Some people are willing to pay $6 for a card, and then other people are willing to pay 13 to 15 for the same card. Same day. Yeah, and watch, someone's gonna come and buy these two at 17s. Because they don't know any better, and they don't know how to live to fight another day. It's truly sad. It's truly sad. Guys, link in the description down below. Make sure to check out the friends of the channel. They always have great content. Check out our podcast if you haven't done so already. Episode 3. I'll try. Man, Jay, I need to try and push that out, man, because it's going to be great. So stay tuned for that. My TCG Player Shop. Check that out. And we have short form content platforms here, X, and also the Discord, on our way to 200 members. 200 members. It's free. One click gets you in. Make sure you click that Discord button. And if you're a member of the channel, remember, you actually have an exclusive members Discord channel inside. So get yourself in there. Take advantage of that. And if you want to be a member, boom, one click, join. You're in. You get access to members videos and also to that exclusive channel on over the Discord. And then, guys, destroy the like and subscribe button so you can participate in our giveaway. It really does help out the channel. None of this content is official financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only. Jay, continue to show me the deck that you're going to be playing soon, guys. So I told you guys I plan on playing Adventure Sprite Melfi's. Now, this one is just Adventure Sprite. So got a top 32 at YCS Bolivia. And I want to play a version of this card. Of this deck, but I want to add the Melfi's in here as well. So yeah, that's coming soon. Currently building it. I have most of my pieces. I'm gonna finally be able to play my ultimate rare enchantresses that I bought at 30. Now they're like 15s, but they look beautiful in my deck. So I guess sometimes we turn investments into, you know, personal benefit by playing the cards. You know what I mean? Because we got caught holding this bag. It happens sometimes. You know what I mean? But hey, it's a beautiful bag to hold, though. These cards look fresh off the press, just like the channel inside that deck I'm building. Man, I should do a deck profile coming soon, man. I'm gonna do it, you know, once we get it done. But yeah, it looks similar to the one that I'm building. And yeah, of course, not gonna be like top tier like this, you know, with the thrust and, you know, this, that, and that. But most of the cards here, you know, we're going to be playing. And I don't know if I'm gonna be playing the version with the swap frogs and the nimble fish. I think I'll remove those and add the Melfi's instead. But it's pretty cool. I'm enjoying this deck. It's been a while since I hadn't enjoyed this deck. But yeah, top 32. I'm sorry, since I hadn't enjoyed a deck, you know, competitive, semi-competitive deck and things of that nature. So I'm looking forward to that, guys. And yeah, again, you have this deck right here. That's crazy. It's like $650, but like these 3 cards are like half of the, you know, the play set of one card is like half the deck's value. That's insane. But yeah, this deck continues to perform. In YCS Indy, there was a top 32 player. In YCS Bolivia, there was a top 32 player. Now, and probably in YCS Richmond, there'll probably be a top 32 player. So this deck continues to perform. Of course, it's not heavily represented in the current meta. So, you know, one usually sneaks in to the top tables because the deck can perform. You know, it has Omni Negates, bounces, and it can make some things happen. So I really like this. Let's discuss the cards. Again, sprites. Most of these cards are cheap. That's a good thing. If you guys are like me and you want to play Sprite, you know, of course, you're going to have to shed some shekels. But look, 15s for Sprite Blue Secrets, not bad. $20 for an ultimate rare, that's not bad. I bought mines at 25s. They're ready at 20s. That is not bad at all. If you want to play sprites, this card looks amazing. Fresh off the press, just like the channel. Is an ultimate rare. You won't regret it. And yeah, it's beautiful. And starter's pretty cheap at just 3 shekels. And sprint used to be 16, 17s. I bought mine at 15s. Now they're down to 13, 14s. So that's better. If you want to play the deck and the gigantic sprite, it was 6, 7, 8 shekels. Now back down to 5s. Not bad. This is a competitive deck or engine that you can get right now, and it's getting cheaper by the day. So don't let this turn around if this deck continues to top and these prices appreciate before you actually pull the trigger to play this deck. Look at this dump, man. That was 30s the other day. I don't know. Damn, that's a strong dump to 22s for an ultimate rare. But yeah, I mean, you do see people coming in just supplying the market. That's a strong dump on this chart. I mean, I got mine around here, you know, and then now it's continuing to dump, but that's not bad. People coming in, buying these up at 20s, even at lightly played. Beautiful ultimate rare, you know, that you guys, if you decide to play, you should get. Then this card was 20s the other day. Now it's retracing hard back down to the mean. Again, to 1350s. Again, if you want to play this card, 25, 26, 27 billies, you need 2 of these for the most part. You come in, take advantage of these deals before the card is 15 to 16s once again. Then you have Gigantic Sprite, same deal. Had a massive retracement from 9-10 shekels, double digits back down. Man, that's almost a 50% shave off. If we clean this up janitor style, we do see, yeah, it's 576, quickly goes back up to 6 billies though. So again, you can see a small cross here between the first edition and unlims. Usually that's when the demand is coming in. Don't be that guy buying at the previous on-time highs. Buy it down here, just like I did, to get exposure to this card. Then you have Sprite Starter, same deal. This one is at 2s, you know, still hovering around, look, under 3 billies. Those are deals. I could see this card reaching 5 billies down the line if it, you know, if the deck continues to perform. So right now at 3 and some change, that is not bad. That's where I came in and bought 2, you know, for my deck. And you know, I'm a happy camper per se. So this is just cheap. You know what I mean? It's not like, course, blue still costs money and things of that nature, but once you get like the core pieces, everything else is super cheap. Here we have Swap Frog from Duel Overlord Ultra Rare mid-max rarity. Wow, what a spike off the lows. Used to be a billion some change, and now you have one deal here, but it's a really a $1.73, man, almost pushing 2 bills after that Wallet China gets, these Wallet China get gobbled up. 76 listings, and yeah, Ultra Swap Frogs, I mean, you saw playing triple swap frogs to get that toad out consistently. And yeah, you can see the spike. The charts don't lie. The demand is coming in. People want to play that version of the deck. And then they have the Adventurer package. Again, you have a quarter set, a QCSR from Battles of Legend. Then you have a regular CR. And then you have the Ultras and the Secrets and the Prismatic Secrets. This is too cheap. Honestly, this is just too cheap if you would ask me. Yeah, there's nothing else to ask. Like, make sure you get your Rite of Aramis here, because not just Sprite Adventure, but a lot of other decks are you know, exposing themselves to this card to be able to play the engine. Look, you see a small spike here. Let's see if we see it on the monthly. Nah, we still don't see it on the monthly chart. But yeah, you see a small spike here. This is it. If you ever needed this card, don't wait anymore. Tins are out for a couple of weeks or a month already, however long it is. Now it's the time. Look at these deals. Look, you have 11 walls, massive walls here, just under 3s. Take advantage of this card. Look, bunch of pages, over 100 listings. This is the time, because I think from here, if this card doesn't get reprinted anytime soon, it should continue on up. And then we have Faithful Adventure, same deal. Not too much to talk about. I just play one. I'm thinking about getting a CR, man. I am, because I don't see this card getting any more reprints anytime soon. Yeah, I'm really thinking about it. At 20 bucks, let me see. This card was what? 43s, that's at 50% discount. You know what I mean? I think I might pull the trigger right now after this market watch. You know what I mean? Because then it quickly goes to 25. So I think I'm going to come in Tristan's 100%. You might dig in. You know why? Because I like it. Damn, I wish I was this dude, though. I won't lie. But yeah, this is Max Rarity Faithful Adventure. And you also have the cheap ones here. Honestly, this is it. This is the one you want to get. Hovering around 3s. Look at that flat lines chart right there. Look at that, stable coining at 3 billies. After that V-shaped recovery, we expect that next leg up towards 5s in the next couple of days to weeks. You know, so don't sleep on it. Look, that's cheap. $2, then $3, 5 pages only, 44 listings. Come on now, guys. You can see the value. You can clearly see the value, guys. So that was it for Adventure Sprite. Let's move on to tier limits. Destiny Ishizu tier limits getting top 4 as well in YCS Bolivia. As you can see, most of these cards we've talked about in the past. We're just going to touch base on a couple of these. So let's start with Parallel, man, Primeval Planet. You guys get it. You know, off the all-time highs of 47s, or previous, you know, in the last 3 months. That's what I meant to say. And now you see a small curvature, a small spike. Usually when you see this in the charts, that means that that's a pivot point. You can see it right there with the line, you know, the vertical line. You see that the trend didn't continue going down diagonally. Now it's sideways. That usually means that the buy pressure came into a point where it might, you know, start flipping this card's price back up towards the upside. 39 billies here quickly becomes 40s. So I think now it's a great stable point here, unless this card gets a reprint anytime soon, which it might. It came in Power of the Elements. It should in our next reprint set. So be careful with that. But honestly, if it doesn't do it soon, then we expect this card to just remain around 38s, 39 to 40s, and maybe make a push up towards 50 if tier limits continue topping these major events. Then we have a couple of tier limit cards we're going to go through here, again, that are making their moves in the markets. I wanted to discuss Rhino Heart real quick, the ultimate rare. It went to 30s, man. This card, like, tournaments are going down in price right now, guys. I just wanted to make you guys aware. You know, these cards spiked up hard here. As you can see, the 30 billies, and now retrace back down to the scene of the crime. What is that, Jay? The scene of the crime is where the card's price was before the buyout, before the spike. It came right back down. Look at that. Even worse. Whoa, what in the world? This is a 16 billy card. That is insane. Of course, really 18s, but yeah, the supply came back in. This card, man, looks beautiful, but yeah. Dumping back down, saying this one used to be 24 to 25 billies for Tillerman's Cash Tira, and look at that, down to 1369. Wow, that's a hard dump, man. That's, yeah, essentially a 50% discount. Once again, of course, the card is really 14 to 15s, but yeah, if you need this card, this retracement back down to the mean, this is it. This is what I would be coming in and sniping this card up for my deck. And then super polys and tier elements broken. I mean, again, not as easy to get super polys as people would think. We're always talking about the secret rare and battles in Legend Monsters Revenge. You have secrets, ultras, supers, even golder. I mean, you have commons, you have it all, but they're all hard to get, and every single copy of super poly is more than $2.69. So if you need super poly, I wouldn't be waiting or sitting around. Of course, this is always a card that can get re-hit on the ban list. It's just so powerful. But for now, it's not used in all decks, so, you know, make sure you keep this one in mind and just get your copies of super polys if you need them for your deck. Diviner of the Herald, same deal, is dumping down. This card was pushing 13s to 14s. This one was 17 to 18s. Now back down to 13. And the Prismatic Secret, look, used to be 14 to 15 shekels, retracing hard back down to the main, you know, to 11 and some change. And honestly, I would try and wait, especially as an investment for single digis, maybe to grab some deals. But yeah, the demand is going to be there. The card is not as easy to get anymore. The card is over a year ago, and only 2 prints. Looks beautiful, needed in many decks, and yeah, but it's retracing. Make sure you keep that in mind. Then you have Danger Mothman here. Used to be a $3.50 card, now it's 7 shekels, so it's up 100%, doubled up since that time frame. And towards the bottom of the page, it goes to double digits, 2 pages only, 16 listings. So yeah, I mean, you can see it used right here, the Danger package, and that's, you just got to reprint in the Battles of Legend, Monsters Revenge, so that one's easy to get. But Mothman is not. Recently got a common print though, so yeah, I mean, if you need this card, you have common printings right here, boom, in the structured deck Dark World. I think yeah, right there. But yeah, the 26 cents, 75 cents for a holographic super rare, that's not bad. Soul Fusion, not bad, but the Prismatic is worth what it's worth. And then we have Purely's right here, a deck that continues to stay consistent. Look, triple Fenrir here again, man. So it continues to stay consistent. Just topping in YCS Indy, topping in YCS Bolivia, probably tops in YCS Richmond. So the deck's output continues to be high, just getting results. But the prices have remained the same. Honestly, Purely still around 14-15 shekels. You know, Pure Lily still around 17 billies for an OT. That is not bad. OTS pack Ultimate Rare, my friend Purely, same deal, or Purely, however you want, guys. 14 to 15 billies. And where's the other one? Here, Purely Pretty Memory, right here, 13, 15, 16 shekels. So yeah, prices have remained the same, even though OTS Supers are free. So now, there's not a better time. If you ever wanted to play Purely's, like, now is the best time, the lowest prices. The deck is not that expensive compared to other meta decks, and it's putting up, you know what I mean? It's putting results, so not a bad time to pick this deck up if you feel like competing with it. Guys, hopefully you enjoyed today's content. Man, it was a over a half an hour market watch. You guys seem to like it, so I seem to also like putting it out there. You know, hopefully you guys enjoy it. Chris on the commute, some people at work, you know what I mean? And yeah, that 1 hour market watch is coming, man. I'm gonna do it soon with the 25th rarity collection. When something as big as that comes, such a big product with that demand, we have to exceed ourselves and actually do something that we usually don't tend to do on the channel as well. So stay tuned for that. Man, if you made it this far out into the video, you guys are the straight MVPs. Look at these members video, just came out with one today. So for my members, hopefully you can enjoy that great information, inside information right there. And if you want to join, make sure you click in and we'll welcome you in. And to my members, you guys are the straight MVPs. Guys, thank you so much for your time, your support, and your attention. Stay fresh.